which side of the net to look to. He had Gilbert Dion on one side getting a good job for Stevenson, Mark Montanari, they were all over him, banging in there and coming so close. Puck goes into the corner. Watch Dion standing right in the crease. He goes behind the net. Butt is going back and forth like a pinball. And Montanari tries wrapping around from behind the net, something he does so well and does so often. He's always coming out from behind the net to try and sneak one by Butt. Butt knew he was coming out and did a good job of covering it up in the crease.
.10:41 to play, second period. We tick up on the halfway point of the game. Chris LaPuma just whistled that wide. Uniacke back to LaPuma. Shoots. Rebound. St. Aubin fires it through. 10 seconds left in the power play. Rangers. Dion. St. Aubin. Shoots. Scores. Butt is down, and Kitchener is up by a goal after Joey St. Aubin finds the net.
Not a high percentage shot, but boy does it pay off here. Joey St. Aubin standing almost on the hash marks. Look at the terrible angle there. You would never think that would go in. From that angle, it's difficult to tell exactly where it hit, but it may well have hit on the inside of Kevin Butt's leg. Good puck control by the Rangers, and watch that angle shot. And that went right off the inside of Kevin Butt's knee, and he felt that as he rolls around. There it is off the inside, unprotected area beside the pad. And Kevin Butt's in a great deal of pain as he's down on the ice being attended to. A goal by Joey St. Aubin to make it 2-1, and the Kitchener power play clicks again.
The power play is 2 for 2, and Kitchener is up 2-1. And Kevin Butt is in some pain. The backup goaltender is Fred Brathwaite. A fine goaltender in his own right, but the thing I'd be concerned about is that he hasn't seen action in a while.
Very rusty. Kevin Butt played all the way through the OHL final, played all the way through this Memorial Cup, but they have a lot of confidence in Brathwaite. Brathwaite came to the team after the Eric Lindros trade this year because the good young prospect Leonard Duzzi, a goaltender, was traded to Sault Ste. Marie to get Lindros. Brathwaite came in from a Tier 2 team in Ottawa, and in the second half of the season was brilliant much of the time. Rick Kornacki has to tell his team, aside from any goaltending shifts or anything else that goes on here, we must be disciplined. We cannot afford to take any more penalties because the Kitchener Rangers are capitalizing on almost every chance they get. In fact, the power play is 2 for 2. Joey St. Aubin, the weirdest angle that you'll see somebody score from unless they're behind the net. A very harmless looking shot, but Kevin Butt did not get squared around to face that properly. Watch the reaction on the Kitchener Ranger bench. There it is, you know that goal has gone in. And Kevin Butt is still down on the ice at this point, and Fred Brathwaite is over there warming up.
So St. Aubin gets one against the hometown team from a sharp angle with a great shot.
Joey St. Aubin was drafted by the Ottawa 67s in the first round of the 1988 draft. And Ottawa was very deep in centers at the time, rather the 87 draft. Ottawa was very deep in centers. He played one rookie season with them. And because they were so deep, they traded him for a draft pick to the Kitchener Rangers. And the Rangers, that's one of the best trades they've ever made, as Kevin Butt is in a great deal of pain and obviously unable to continue here. And this sheds a whole new light on this hockey game because Kevin Butt's been marvelous for the Oshawa Generals in the playoffs in this tournament. And the weight falls on the shoulders of young Fred Brathwaite, an OHL rookie from Ottawa.
Kevin Butt heading off injured and standing over on the bench on crutches. Another key Oshawa player who many are surprised not to see in this game. I'm sure he's as surprised as anybody. Mike Craig. Limping around on a bad ankle after he blocked a shot earlier in the tournament. So the injury bug, which had avoided the Generals nicely all through the playoffs, bites Butt hard here in the final game.
Brathwaite is a very quick, agile goaltender, relies on his reflexes. He's very exciting to watch, a bit of an unorthodox style. And the pressure is on him. An OHL rookie coming in the Memorial Cup. Midway point of the game, down 2-1. and he's got to come in and shut the door and allow his team to get back in this hockey game.
Well, Brathwaite, with the strong goals against average you saw just a few moments ago, both in regular season and in playoffs, he has seen action in the playoffs. However, he did not play in the final series against the Kitchener Rangers.
And it's been a quiet night for Mike Torquia, relatively speaking. The Generals have started to come on a little bit and come to the net. But Torquia, for the most part, is enjoying one of his quieter games. He hasn't been forced to make a whole lot of good saves.
Well, they give you a warm-up here, unlike the NHL. A guy coming in as a result of an injured goalie gets to feel a few of the pucks, light shots that they may be. Boy, you wonder what's going through the minds of the Oshawa Generals. That's Armstrong there in the foreground. The team coming into the game in pretty good health, or into the tournament in pretty good health. They breezed through, winning all 3 games. All of a sudden, you're in the final game. The backup goalie, Fred Brathwaite, has to come in because Kevin Butt hurts himself. And Mike Craig, your leading scorer in the tournament, takes the warm-up, but can't answer the opening face-off because of an injury.
Well, it's gut check time for Rick Kornakia's team. You look at Mike Craig on crutches, and who would have thought that would have happened with the tournament he was having. I wonder, with the absence of Mike Craig, maybe second-guess Rick Kornakia a little bit here. He's really juggled his lines around to the point where he has no one set line tonight. He's rotating everybody. He's getting everybody in. I wonder if they might not be a little better off to kind of regroup and go with 3 lines and just bring one player in to fill Craig's hole, but keep Craigwell, Basillo, Banica together, and keep Scaldi and Grieve together, and Lewick, and get things going with those 2 lines, and then find somebody to play with Lindros and Fraser. And of course, the big question is, can Fred Brathwaite shut the door here?
So Fred Brathwaite will flip the mask down and prepare to go to work. Unexpected as the situation may be. 2-1, the Kitchener Rangers leading. Joey St. Aubin scoring at 9:38, and on the goal, Oshawa netminder Kevin Butt was injured. We get the goaltending switch, and perhaps a big switch of fortunes in this game. Here comes Eric Lindros. Banica after it back in the net. Lindros is in front. Banica can't get it to him. Armstrong. Here's Fraser. Out to Lindros. He lost it in his skates. And we've hit the halfway point of the hockey game. 10 minutes to play, second period. Puck drilled by Pierce as Brathwaite got caught out of the net.
Well, he got his first shot and he made a save, and that's got to be encouraging, even though it was a little unorthodox.
And offside called on the Kitchener Rangers. Fred Brathwaite getting a little daring coming out to handle the puck. Wanted to get the feel of the puck, I guess, shortly after getting in, and he almost gets burned by Randy Pierce.
Bill Armstrong, number 21, and Brathwaite got all confused. Brathwaite just fired it back up, giving the puck a direct giveaway, and has to come up with a save. And I know goaltenders like to get a save early when they get into the game, but that's an awfully dangerous way to go about getting yourself some action.
.9:35 to play, second period. Kitchener up 2-1. Both goals coming in the power play. Teams at even strength right now. Just tipped wide. Grieve back for Oshawa. Comes in with Lewick and Scaldi. Grieve trying to get it in front for Scaldi. Tries again. Both times it's blocked. Stephen Rice back for the Rangers. Forgot the puck just outside the blue line, however. Scaldi takes the 2-line pass. Offside called on Oshawa.
Way offside on Jared Scaldi. It's up to Jared Scaldi and the veterans on this Oshawa team to give young Fred Brathwaite a break in net. They've got to get down to the Kitchener end and start generating some offense. Really force the Kitchener Rangers and give Rick Kornakia time to regroup and see where his team's at. Fred Brathwaite looks very unnerved in net. The shot went off the post a little bit earlier. He looked very casual. He just looks like he's completely miffed by this whole ordeal of having to come in. Joe McDonnell, on the other hand, very happy with his team at this point. 2-1 they're leading, and they're playing a textbook game.
John Uniacke waits for its mates to get onside and clears it in. Fulham. Borgo after it. Couldn't keep it in. Paul O'Hagan. Here comes Basillo. Up with Craigwell. Basillo. Right in front. Back comes Borgo. 3-on-3. Borgo comes in. St. Aubin going for the net. So's Fulham. Now Fulham's got it. Sharp angle. Hit the side of the net. St. Aubin scored from the Larsenas angle. Fulham thought he'd give it a shot. 8:05 to play, second period. 2-1. Kitchener leading the Generals. Stevenson coming up to forecheck was tripped up. Looked to the referee for a penalty, didn't get called. Basillo trying to get it out. Pierce pushes it back in. Jousts with Davis but couldn't get to the puck. Generals able to clear. And Oshawa will make a couple of changes on the fly. Stevenson. Pierce puts his head down and goes after it. Thumps into O'Hagan. The puck gets out, however. Lindros will come in with Fraser. Lindros. Fraser. Pass in the skates. The Rangers turn it back. Here's Pierce. In front. Brathwaite to stop. Fraser wheeling up in after it. He's got Lindros in front. Armstrong now for the Generals. And things starting to open up just a little bit more than they have. Banica up there. The rough ride to the boards. Lindros comes up and steps into York. Firth after it. Banica gives him a bump. Here's Armstrong. Been a long shift for Lindros. Lewick after it. Lindros comes up too. Reed is up there. And Lewick with a shot to the back of the head of Chris LaPuma. LaPuma looks up to the referee, but Steve Walkham says, no penalty this time.